Nothing created more buzz in the crypto bubble last year than the Ton ecosystem with its Telegram apps. A market that has been growing by an astonishing amount every single month for the last 2 years, and that is also heavily based on thin air. And these apps are not only getting extremely popular across all social media platforms, but they also create an interesting win-win-win situation for almost everyone involved. Welcome to the first episode of Crypto Bullshit, where we try to shit a bit on these projects that are just going for the get-rich-quick scheme. So let's take a look on what these Telegram apps are all about, who is profiting from them, and we take a small look on what kind of scheme they're running there. Do you guys smell that? I can already smell the Ponzi, but let's dive into it. So I think we are already in the second wave of this new app scheme. Initially, it all started with Notcoin, which had a quite impressive start last year. Ponzi Wave 2 was Hamster Combat, which was actually able to top their numbers again. And the current versions are called Seed or Rich Teddy, which I would already define as Wave 3. So how do all these apps work? I mean, they're essentially just copies of each other with different executions. So let's take Hamster Combat as an example. The game itself is very easy. All you have to do is press a button as often as you can, or, like every smart person, you let a bot do it. And as pressing a button is usually not enough, you're not earning enough coins, you quickly have to do viral networking stuff like watching a YouTube video or sharing some social media post or inviting your friends directly to gain more coins. These mechanics lead to these insane growth numbers. It kind of reminds me of a new polished version of Pi Network, if anyone remembers that, which is still in development, if I'm not wrong. After 6 years of missing the timing to go mainnet, just to make sure that the team gets rich when the coin is released. Bright move. But back to Hamster Combat. After a certain deadline, the company behind the game creates a crypto coin with the same name as your in-game currency that is typically launched on big exchanges like Binance and which is then tradable on the open market. While everyone that earned coins in-game can now sell their earned tokens for real money, other people start to speculate on the newly launched coin, which creates a situation where the speculators try to maximize their profits in a very classic pump and dump scheme. And the developers of the game obviously make a fortune in this. But who else is making a profit? I would say while actual players of the game can make a usually very small profit, if they're skilled enough to use cryptocurrency, which is always like the main argument that we are onboarding people to use cryptocurrency, but I think it's complete bullshit because they will not stick. In any case, the main profiting parties are the creators of the game and the players. And maybe some of the speculators that just jump on the wave later on. As the game developers usually hold a huge amount of tokens before they even go live, they just sell them and make a profit. So who is losing in this one? Funny enough, normal players of the game cannot lose that much money as they have never bought into a coin. They do just waste time when they realize that the coins they are earning through the game are not as many. The people that lose money in this scheme kind of do it on their own will, as they are buying the coin on the open market with the expectation of possible higher prices. This creates situations where the players are profiting, the game development company is profiting, and Telegram is profiting, because Telegram gets more users onboarded into their app every single time these kind of network effects take place. Also, Telegram pursues a ton coin first policy, which leads to their cryptocurrency to raise in prices as soon as there are more players involved. In case you don't know, Ton is Telegram's cryptocurrency. So let's have a look at the bigger picture. Are these Telegram apps of any value? After digging into some research, I felt like there are barely any apps of value in the Telegram App Store at all. Between League of Llamas, sorry if I pronounced that German, Citizen and other super trashy games, there is a lot of space for quality, believe me. Web3 games seem a bit weird in general. And I don't have this opinion only since John, super nice guy on YouTube, has shown us that 99% of all crypto games are absolute trash and again are just used to make the development company some money in a get-rich-quick scheme. The scheme is you just build a trashy game, you announce it to the world, and then there will be people that want to make a profit, so they play the game not for fun, but for the money they can make with it. I mean, how can that work? How can something be of value when your whole player base is consisting of wannabe investors that are just speculating on the game? This can't and won't work ever in the future. Blockchain integration has to happen in the background of AAA titles like GTA or whatever, if it's ever wanted. But these kind of Telegram games or trashy crypto games are really not the way of how we should execute this. Games should have one purpose: to entertain the player and not to make money in the first place. If you like this video, please subscribe to this YouTube channel. My name is Tom from WTF Web3. See you next time.